In this video, I'm about to uncover all of the day trading myths and misconceptions you've been hearing. Myth number 1, you have to be smart to learn how to trade. A lot of people are under the impression that you have to be some sort of mathematician to learn how to trade. Well, that's definitely not true because I'm dyslexic and I failed my GCSEs and I became a multi-millionaire trader. Let me break down the math. Trading is level 1 math. This is primary school level. An example would be just working out simple percentages. For example, what is 1% of $1,000? That's $10. If you can work that out, you'll be just fine. Myth number 2, you have to trade every single day. This is extremely wrong if you want to be profitable, and I've been trading for over 17 years. And honestly, there are times where I don't take a trade for a day, or sometimes 3 days and up to 1 week. The reason for this is because we want to be a sniper, not a machine gun. We want to be calm and focused and wait for the right opportunities to arise. We don't take trades just to take trades. Part of trading is actually knowing when not to trade. The difference between a lot of professional traders and unprofitable traders is their trade frequency. A lot of the amateurs that you see that get into trading, they're just placing trades for the sake of it. They're just putting on trades just to put on trades, and that causes them to blow a lot of accounts, lose a lot of money. So you really don't need to trade every single day. You should be trading when your setup arises. You should be trading when the market presents you with opportunities that are high quality. That is how you actually sustain it, and on top of that, actually have a life of freedom, which is the original part of getting into trading. Nobody started trading because they wanted to be glued to the screen all day, every. The best traders in the world know when to step in, to step out. Myth number 3, you need a lot of money to start learning how to trade. This is also false. You can start learning how to trade with a demo account, which is fake money. And this gives you the opportunity to learn how the platform is, learn how to actually place these trades, and just get used to any of the softwares that you need to. Then you can take it one step further and you can start with just a couple $100. You don't need to go big. It's all about learning the skill on the smaller amount of money, and then you can scale up in the future. Of course, it's going to take some time to learn. Anything great takes time to learn. So I'm not going to tell you that you're going to be a millionaire in 3 months. But if you do have more money to trade with, 100% you will be in a position to make more money with that money. But that doesn't mean that you can't learn the skill now on smaller amounts of money that you've got access to, so then you actually have the habits, so when you do scale up or you get some investment or you get access to more money, you're ready to be able to trade that. This is one of the main reasons why we created our own fund for our students, so we don't have them stressing about that. They actually never need to worry about raising a single penny because they get to leverage our capital that we've set up for. We give them the opportunity to scale up to $2 million of real capital on our in-house fund, so they never need to stress about this idea of raising thousands and thousands of pounds just to be able to make enough money to quit their jobs. So I don't believe that you need a lot of money to start trading. You need the right infrastructure, you need the right assets. So no, I don't believe you need a lot of money to start trading. And I know this because I started from a council estate with no money. All I did is focus on the actual skill, and then I attracted investors. Myth number 4, you need indicators or complex formulas to be able to make money in the markets. This myth has actually been around since I started trading in 2008. But don't get me wrong, there are systems out there that trade like this, and they do work. They've got some data behind them. But my biggest issue when it comes to the use of indicators is they're always lagging behind, which is not a true and accurate representation as to where price is going to move next. What has worked for me and the falconfx strategy is actually very simple. Raw price action, market structure, sweeps of liquidity, and positioning yourself where the money is actually flowing from the bigger players. You have to know where you gain an advantage, and you do this by riding the waves, the bigger players that have the ability to move the market in the first place. That's all that you actually need to know. At the core, all of this other stuff about timing the most perfect entry and exit and having to know exactly what the market is going to do, you don't need all of that stuff. And believe you me, when you're trading multiple 6 figures and 7 figures, you're going to want to keep it simple. Myth number 5, trading is easy. Trading is easy? If that was true, there would be millionaires everywhere. On social media nowadays, you've got kids that are millionaires supposedly. When you go to the majority of these Forex gurus online, they will tell you trading is the most easiest thing in the world. And even if they don't say those words directly and they tell you it's not a get rich quick, they still give you the impression that it's really easy. I'll be one of the first people to tell you, do not start learning how to trade if you're not willing to commit and make this your life. Trading will uncover your flaws and all of your emotions, and you won't know how to deal with it by yourself. So I want to be the first person to tell you before you get roped into any of these scams online. It will probably be one of the hardest things that you do in your life. But once you master the skill, no one can ever take it away from you. And you will have a skill set of freedom where you'll be able to live life on your own terms without a boss. You could do whatever you want, when you want, with whoever you want. So yes, once you've put in the work and you've gone through the hours, it does become easier. And I don't know about you. I don't want to wait until I'm 60, 70 years old to start enjoying my life. I would rather put in the hours now and then have a lifetime of freedom and luxury. Myth number 6. You have to win every trade to be profitable. This is a huge one that I really want to clear up. I'll use football for this example. Imagine Ronaldo lining up a free kick 25 yards out. Let's say you're going to bet some money that he's going to score because you know the stats with his free kicks. 70% of the time, he buries that free kick if he's within that range of 25 yards out. But now let's say he misses 2 of those in a row. Would you suddenly say, after 15 to 20 years of history of that stat, I'm never betting on Ronaldo again because he's missed 2 free kicks in a row? Absolutely not, because you know and trust he's probably going to score the next one because he's statistically more likely to do so. And over the long run, he delivers because the stats are there to show it. It's actually very similar to trading. Not every single trade you take is going to be a winner, but that doesn't stop you from becoming profitable. You're not actually trying to win every single trade. What you're doing is backing a proven edge, one that has data behind it, and the odds are stacked in your favor. Just like you're banking on Ronaldo scoring from 25 yards out most of the time, you're now relying on a setup that will have a high strike rate, but you don't need to win every single time to make money. I still lose trades every single month, and I've been trading for nearly 2 decades. That doesn't stop me making money. What's more important for you to understand is that you need to lose in order to win. The same way, if you saw Ronaldo only taking 1 shot per game, what would you say? You need to take more attempts. You can't just rely on the 1 shot because this is a game of probability. But how will you handle those losses when they come? How will you have the confidence to still take the free kick, so to speak? Will you become emotional? Will you lose your confidence and start the revenge trade? Or are you going to be calm and relaxed? This is why Rewired is so crucial when it comes to being profitable. I made this program for this exact reason. Most traders lose not because of the strategy that they have. They lose because they lack the emotional composure. They can't do the right things when it matters the most. When you learn how to manage your emotions under pressure, you will be unstoppable. This is how you will move towards trading 6 figures and 7 figures of capital. Myth number 7, I love this one. You have to watch the charts all day to make money. Most people are under the impression, even people that are in trading, that you need to lock yourself in a room all day, stare at the charts, and just take lots of trades. Don't get me wrong, there are probably a small percentage of traders that can do that and make money, but that style has never worked for me. It's not the type of life I wanted to live. And I actually think that most people, when they want to make money from trading, don't want to be handcuffed, almost have these golden handcuffs where you're just stuck by the screen all day long, let's be honest. But the truth is, with a proper proven strategy like falconfx, you can have a strategy where you can analyze the markets in the mornings and get on with your day. I spend roughly 30 minutes a day on the charts when it comes to trading, and then the rest of the day I get to myself to work on projects, businesses, investments, and so on. This is because I'm only looking to take high quality positions. I'm not looking to be glued to the screen all day drinking 15 coffees. Myth number 8. Trading is too risky. If you were crossing a quiet road and I told you there's a 99% chance that you can cross without looking and it's likely that you won't get hit, would you still look both ways? Of course you would. Why? Because your brain is not wired to take that type of chance. Your brain is built for survival mode. Even if there is a 99% chance, believe me, we're both looking both ways because your mind is trained to look for certainty, even if the risk is tiny. But here's the twist. In trading, you don't look for certainty. You're taking risks based on probabilities. This is a probabilistic outcome, and you're using technical analysis to stack the odds in your favor. Trading is a game of probabilities, not certainty. And the difference between traders that blow their accounts, lose lots of money, versus the people that scale up to 7 figures are their approach to risk. This is why I have spent the last 8 years helping thousands of traders master the technical edge with the falconfx strategy and the psychological edge with the Rewired program, with over 30 years of proven backed data. And the ones that get it, they don't just survive the road of trading, they get the opportunity to scale up their capital to $2 million on our in-house fund with a step-by-step guide from 0 to 7 figures roadmap. You can actually try Falcon for free now, by the way. For the first time ever, you can actually take a peek under the hood. We have created this for you to have insights into exactly what Falcon is, completely free. So I really did want to just debunk all of these trading myths for you because they just don't serve you. And I just wanted to squash them. I want to give you the real information. It's false and they are just not true. Do me a favor, let me know below what myths that you've heard, maybe even some that you think that I've missed, and what you think about these myths. And if you do like this video or this style of video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, really appreciate the support, and we love creating this content for you. I really hope you've taken a lot of value away from this episode. The amount of years and investment and just money in general that I've spent to get into this position just to be able to explain this in a very short video. If I had this would have saved me so much time, so much headache, and so much money in the process. If you're someone who genuinely wants to learn how to trade, it's all possible. Like I shared with you, I come from a council estate. I'm just a normal, ordinary person with a drive and a mission to have something bigger and not accept a mediocre life. And to let simple things like I'm not smart enough stand in the way of trading, and you're talking to someone who's dyslexic, like use this as an opportunity to have the courage to back yourself that of course you can learn it. And yes, up front, things are going to be slightly overwhelming. What isn't? If you learn any trade today, it would be the same thing. If you learn a new language today, it would be exactly the same thing. But think about the end result. Imagine yourself now knowing that you've got all of the tools, all of the resources, you've got a strategy here that's proven, you've got the psychological training, and you never even need to stress about gaining the money because you know you've got an infrastructure that once you've got some consistency under your belt, you can scale up on our in-house fund. We've got every single thing covered and we're so proud of that. But for now, I'll see you guys on our next episode, Friday, 7 p.m.